to the CCSF 46 for a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Mounties.
It was a perfectly thrown ball by Allo and the perfectly drawn-up play by Coach Jabs to try and get this lead here against San Francisco. Unfortunately, right now, they're vying for a first down.
A big break for CCSF would have for sure been a touchdown for the Mounties. Instead, 3rd and 5. Allo pressured from his backside. He's going to take off and run, throw on the run, and the pass is incomplete to the far side of the field. He was going for Tredante Hill, the slot wideout once again. And the Mounties, instead of a touchdown, they'll be forced to punt.
That might be the biggest play of the game.
Thus far, it certainly has been.
When it's all said and done, we'll see if that comes back to haunt any of our fans here and us in the booth. But, you know, right now they're looking to have some sort of stability as far as offensively. Yeah, you pick up a first down and then you get broken up by a penalty or something else, and there's no fluidity here from both teams.
It's a fake punt here. Christopher Solomon will keep to the near side of the field and CCSF all over it. So the Mounties, for the second time all year, run a fake punt. It worked against L.A. Harbor about a month and a half ago, but it doesn't work here in the California Championship game against CCSF. A gutsy call for Coach Jastrab, but the way CCSF has moved the ball offensively, which has been very limited, I'm not so against that call.
No, I mean, you're in the right field position to do that.
You're kind of in that no man's land. You're too far to kick a field goal, but almost in 4-down territory. But it doesn't pay off for the Mounties. CCSF will start at their own 45. 13:38 left to go, first half. We're all knotted up at 3 from Hilmer Lodge Stadium. Pistol set. The lone back is Hayes. Screen pass out to the far side of the field. The tight end, Hikutini, is taken down at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
And a lot of these people that are tackling on the field today, whether it be on Mount SAC or San Francisco, they're having to get those shoelace tackles because everyone's kind of slipping a little bit. That field a little spongy this morning. See if it dries up throughout the game.
2nd and 11 for CCSF from their own 44. Hikutini lost a yard, something he doesn't do all that often in the receiving game. Peralta on a play action will roll near side of the field. He's going to take off and run, gets into Mountie territory, inside the 45, inside the 40, and he scampers on out of bounds at the Mount San Antonio College 35-yard line. 25-yard scamper for Peralta to move the chains for CCSF. They're in Mountie territory for just the second time tonight.
Great heads-up run there as a broken play, and Peralta took off for a first down. Him and Tamavena John back and forth after it was all said and done. And I don't know if that's a smart thing to do to wake up CD Tamavena any more than it needs to.
No, I don't think you need to wake up the freshman that leads Southern California in tackles coming in. 4 wide set, 1st and 10 for the Rams at the Mountie 35. Handoff will go to Dale. Dale spins his way inside the 30-yard line down to the 27 for a healthy gain of 8 on first down. So Elijah Dale, the backup running back, true freshman out of St. Ignatius up in San Francisco, 5'11", 190. Splits time in the backfield with Hayes. Dale, the lone back here once again. 2nd and 2 for CCSF. 12-12 left to go in the first half. We're all knotted up at 3 in the state championship game. Peralta, play action. He's going to take a shot as a man wide open inside the 10 and able to stay in bounds. Down to the 5-yard line was the wide out to the far side of the field. That's Hikutini, the tight end, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Rams of City College of San Francisco.
Well, it wasn't any man-to-man coverage there. There was zone coverage by the Mounties, and they kind of paid the price as Hikutini tiptoed his way in for a first down and inside the red zone now for the Rams.
There's also a penalty marker back around the original line of scrimmage. It was a roughing the passer call against the Mounties. CCSF already down one quarterback, and Peralta was slow to get up. Luckily for the Rams, he's back into the huddle here, but because of the penalty after the play, CCSF, instead of getting it at the Mountie 5, will get it inside the Mountie 5 down at the 2.5-yard line. So potentially, Brian, a 14-point swing when you think about Gilchrist, who should have had a touchdown reception. 1st and goal for the Rams. Dale, the lone back, 2 wideouts aligned to the near side. Peralta will give to Dale. Dale tackled at the 1.
That was Skylar Crawl bouncing off that line there and really around his defender, gobbling up the running back for San Francisco there, making sure he didn't find the end zone.
Second and goal now for CCSF down inside the Mountie 2. The Rams knocking on the door. They took the initial lead after Brandon Wilson fumbled it. Can the Mounties get another stop inside their own 5? The lone back once again, Dale Peralta will try to sneak his way through the middle. San Francisco signaling that he's in. We'll wait from the call from the officials down on the field, and he did not get in. He's tackled down at the 1-yard line. Now third and goal all of a sudden for CCSF, and how huge would it be for the Mounties to get another stop down here at the goal line?
Absolutely. And they just subbed in Austin Pica, who's hasn't been used that frequently here for the Mounties all season long, but he came in on that last play for specific coverage that obviously worked out for the Mounties.
Well, the Mounties pulling out all the stops defensively to try and prohibit the Rams from getting into the end zone here. Under center, Peralta. He'll keep once again, and Peralta is into the end zone. Touchdown, CCSF.
Some nice design quarterback keep there by the Rams, and it worked out to perfection under Coach Burns, and they got in for the first touchdown of the game.
So for CCSF, a 6-play, 55-yard touchdown drive aided by the failed fake punt from the Mounties, and with 10:43 left to go here in the second quarter, it's the Rams of CCSF who take the lead right on back. A 1-yard touchdown run from Peralta. That's his first touchdown of the season. Christopher Tilby in to add the PAT, and it is good. 10-3 CCSF with 10:43 left to go in the first half. And for the Mounties, you just keep going back to the drop pass that Gilchrist had inside the 5.
Like I said, that might be the biggest play of the game when it's all said and done. Hopefully it won't be, but right now in the second quarter, that is the biggest drop of the game. And hopefully Gilchrist can get his wheels back under him and really shake that off and get things going here for the Mounties.
So CCSF, the champions of the NCFC over American River a few weeks ago, have come down to Hilmer Lodge and kind of sucked the energy out of this home crowd.
It is a packed house tonight here at Hilmer Lodge Stadium. The last football game here until the renovations are all said and done in a couple seasons.
Yeah, the Mounties will make Walnut High School their home field the next couple of seasons while Hilmer Lodge undergoes its renovations. But oh boy, where the Mounties have quite the home stadium. Costanza to kick it off here. It'll be Solomon from his own 5. Gets to the near side of the field across the 25-yard line, spinning out of a tackle and getting down to the 25. For the Mounties is Solomon, and with 10:36 left to go, the Mounties, who trail by 7, 10-3, will start at their own 26. Let's see if Allo and the offense can finally get it going.
Yeah, I'm waiting for their big players to step up here, as Allo was 3 of 8 in that first quarter, 30 yards for a long at 13, and Tolbert 4 carries and 38 yards. Tolbert really trying to be patient as far as getting those big breakout runs out of the backfield.
Allo, the first team All-SCFA at quarterback this season. Handoff Omaris Tolbert, a man who got second team, and he gets across the 30-yard line to the 32 for a healthy pickup of 7 yards on first down for the Mounties.
I don't know if I've ever seen that play before. Tolbert was right beside Allo, started to run out after the ball was snapped, and then came back for a delayed handoff. Nice delayed handoff counter, if you will, by the Mounties.
2nd and 3 for Mount Sac after Tolbert picked up 7 on the ground. Tolbert, the lone back once again here. The tight end, Steven Short, in motion from the near side to the far side. Handoff Tolbert again. He'll pick up a first down for Mount Sac across the 35-yard line to the 38. A 5-yard pickup to move the chains for the Mounties.
And a big component, obviously, to the Mounties' offense is Omaris Tolbert, rushing over 1,000 yards on the season. It's just nice to see him get into a groove here, as both offenses have produced first downs, yes, but no real fluid drives yet.
Not yet. 1st and 10. The lone back is Aaron Vaughn's play action. Allo going deep over the middle. Macon's got it inside the 25, inside the 20, still on his feet inside the 10, and he'll drag a CCSF defender with him to the 6-yard line.
Wow. Grown man receiver right there, as Macon drug his defender about 15 yards after that carry. And you talk about the yak yards again. It shows right there with Macon.
The most dangerous wideout in junior college football undoubtedly has been Derek Macon here in 2014, and it sets up the Mounties with a 1st and goal at the CCSF 6. There is an injured Ram down to the far side of the field, and that looks to be number 1, Uriah Harris, the 6-foot, 180-pound defensive back for CCSF, who limps off of the field with the athletic trainer for the Rams here. But 1st and goal for the Mounties. They finally get revenge. They get a big play going downfield through the air.
And Harris was injured just a few drives ago, Uriah Harris, for the Rams, and it looks like he can't shake off whatever it is that he has injured. Unfortunately, a big component also on his defense.
So the Mounties knocking on the door, trying to tie this thing up at 10. 10-3, CCSF leads under 9.5 left to go first half. Allo to keep inside the 5. Allo breaks a tackle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mounties.
Allo finding the end zone again for the Mounties this season. And what bigger game to do it in the state championship here. Hopefully knotting things up here in the second quarter from Hillsborough Lodge Stadium.
The Mounties are an extra point away from tying it with 9:21 left to go in the first half. Justin Allo for the Mounties with his 8th rushing touchdown of the season. Alberto Villarreal on to add the extra point. The kick is up, and it is perfect. We're all knotted up at 10 in the Junior College California State Championship game, and it took the Mounties just 3 plays to get into the end zone.
Well, it's nice to see that they can work in the end zone so efficiently. You talked about their high percentage in the red zone this year, 83% touchdowns in the red zone, which is obviously worked to perfection here in this game, more importantly, here in the second quarter.
So the Mounties with 9:21 left to go tie it up. Justin Allo, a 5-yard touchdown scamper. Like I mentioned, that's his 8th on the season. But how about Derek Macon over the middle, just completely setting up that 5-yard run for Justin Allo?
Yeah, and you saw his determination on that catch and carry as he received the ball and really strong-armed almost 2 defenders that entire 20 yards after the catch.
Those yak yards that you talked about earlier for Derek Macon. That's why he averages almost 22 a pop. Alberto Villarreal to kick it off here. It'll be Boyd from his goal line for CCSF. Across the 5, across the 10, across the 15, 20. Lots of room up the middle. And Boyd is taken down at the 28-yard line. So that's where Peralta and the CCS offense will begin for the 6th time in this afternoon's ball game. And a 10-10 tie now.
Yeah, and, it's throughout the season, Chris, we've seen Mount SAC really just wear the opposing offense is down and really finding a groove, whether it be in the first quarter, second quarter, or further on. Once the defense has settled in and found what they can do to pressure the quarterback and maintain down down the field, they have a really good time coming out on top.
Rams will come out in a 4-wide set, 3 aligned to the near side of the field. The lone back is Dale. Snap is back. Peralta pressured. He'll throw off that back foot over the middle, and he has his man into Mountie territory inside the 45, down to the 44-yard line. It's Isaiah Monte Jr., the 5'8 freshman with a huge reception, and it took him 1 play, and the Rams are back in Mountie territory.
Well, Peralta's still airing that ball out for the Rams, and that time it worked to perfection to complete.
Dangerously threw it up for grabs, but luckily Monte Jr. came down with it. 1st and 10 for CCSF. At the Mountie 44, just took him 1 play. Pistol set once again. The lone back is Dale. 4-wide set, 3 aligned to the far side of the field. First and 10 for the Rams at the 44. Handoff Dale, gets down inside the 40. Excuse me, that's a play action on the read option. Peralta down to the 38. That's the first time he's kept it. And he gains 6 yards on first down.
So Peralta trying to find his groove as well, tucking that ball away on an option. Really finding a nice lane up the left side of the field on the Mounties.
2nd and 4. 4-wide set, 2 split out to each side for the Rams, who so patiently are moving the ball on this Mountie defense, something we haven't seen all too often here in 2014. Out of the pistol set, Peralta to throw. Far side of the field, has his man down inside the 30, inside the 25, and down to the 23-yard line. It's Antoine Porter on the catch and run and move the chains once again for